Go on to see. Okay. Watching, notifications on. I got notification. Okay, hey Adri. Good. You can just lift that up just a little bit more. And then when I start, I'll okay. Just gonna give it a couple of minutes and see if anybody else comes on, okay? Come on and say hello so I can know where you're from. This is the side I'll be using. I'm gonna put it over here. See that from there, right? Okay. I'm gonna be starting in just a second. Okay, so let's start. Today I'm making a wreath, a flip-flop wreath, okay? I'm going to use the sign for the wreath. I'm going to use the woolen ruffle, okay? We have 2 fabric mesh. It's the lime green and the yellow. Those are 2 colors that we're using today. Okay, it looks really good from here. And I'm going to show you. And so I cut, these are 10 by 10 yards. And I cut these at 35 inches long. Okay, I already had them pre-cut. I am using a 14-inch wreath frame. And I have 14 pipe cleaners, okay? I put 10 in the bottom. I put 8 in the bottom and 6 in the top. I've used 14 before. You can use 18, that's your preference. It's still a full wreath. It looks pretty. I like it. I like better use this 14, the 14 total pipe cleaners because I feel like you can see the ribbons better and not so squashed in together. But that's also a preference. I use the 18 also, 18 pipe cleaners. If I'm going to use a big sign and I want it to be even a bigger wreath, okay? So these are the 2 meshes I'm going to use. Fabric mesh, which I love to use the fabric mesh, okay? And I'm going to show you the ribbons that we're using today. I'm going to be using this 2.5, the 1.5. This is a combination. And all because I'm trying to keep the colors and the matching of the signs, okay? And the next pair is, let me put this together. 2.5, 1.5. Okay? It's the green with the multicolor. So those are our combinations of ribbons that we're using today. I mentioned that I'm going to use the woodland ruffle. I cut them 35 inches long because I want it to be more of a ruffle form after it's made, a ruffle type instead of more of a roll. So this one is a good length. Is that you want a combination of all the ruffles, okay? So we're using the green, the lime green, and you can see the lime green color, and the yellow, okay? So I'm going to show you how we do the woodland ruffle with the 35 inches. I'm just gonna put my ribbon on the side, and we don't need this mesh anymore. Okay. I like to take my wreath frame and I like to open up my bottoms pipe cleaners just to have them ready, because since you're using 35 inches long mesh, it's thick. So you want to have your pipe cleaners ready, opened already, so like that you can just put it in. Okay. These ribbons I got some at Craft Outlet and some at, what's this pottery, is it? Old Time Pottery. Yes, Old Time Pottery. Okay, so I just opened up the bottom ones and I folded over, close the top ones so that could just be ready. Okay, I'll make the frame here. So we'll start with the lime green. I flip it over so the curls are curling up towards you. I like to use a rock just to hold down my mesh so it's not rolling all over the place. Okay, and then I'll clip it. Hi, Kathy. So we're gonna start rolling here. I'm gonna roll 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip it around. Let's caught each other. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll start doing our ruffles. I want to say, I don't know if I did say, that sign that I'm going to be using for the wreath is from Lori from Hardworking Mom. I bought it from her Etsy shop. She was selling it. I loved it. I had the ribbons already, so I bought it from her. Okay. Thank you. So here you go. This is what we have. Okay, you make sure your little curls are even, and then you have the ruffle. See? So since I cut them 35 inches, I feel like you have a wider ruffle, and that's what I wanted. That's what the effect that I wanted today. Make it a wider ruffle. Okay. Place it in there, and then you twist. I always try to make sure that even when I place it, my rolls are even. Okay, and then you hold on your mesh. Oh, I hold it down, and then you twist 1 and 2. Okay, and this is what we have so far. Oops. Okay, good. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to alternate. I have the lime green one and I have the yellow. So I'm going to alternate from one and the other because I'm keeping up with the colors of the sign. So I have a couple of them that I already made. I just want to leave, I wanted to leave some so we can, so I can show you how to make these. See how long it flips over my desk because they're 35 inches long, so they're long. 1, 2, 3, 4. I rolled them up only 4 times because, like I said before, this wreath I wanted to have more of a ruffle than a roll. Okay. And you use your fingers to scrunch them up. So, how's everybody doing? We have a rainy night tonight here in Florida. And you know, those of you who don't know, summertime here, it's a lot of rain. But that's how we keep everything so green here. It's always raining and grass is always growing. And I should have introduced myself for those who don't know who I am or who watch the replay later. My name is Angie, and I'm the owner and creator of Conti Wreath Creation. So go ahead and share my video with your friends and spread the word around, call your neighbor, and have them come over and watch. Okay? So this is what I'm going to keep up with. Okay. So there was rumors around that some wreath makers are not making any more patriotic wreaths. A lot of people want to jump over to fall. But summer is not even here yet. I'm still gonna make a couple of summer wreaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might not do any more patriotic. I think I finished. I might do one for my door, which I always leave for last. It shouldn't be that way. Well, thank you. Right? I gave that combination. I was gonna make it all one, the same color. I said, no, you know what? Let me just. I had the mesh, and when I put it together with the sign, it looks so pretty. So I'm still, like I said, I think I made my last patriotic one. I feel like that was selling a lot this year for some reason. But I think I have like 2 more left or 3 more in the shop. And that's it. I'm not gonna make any more of them. And I think I'm gonna hop on to make a couple of summer ones. Maybe the one with the anchor, how do you call those, Rob? The Nordica ones. I want to make 2 of those. I did buy some nice signs for that. I want to make that. So, and then that's it. We'll be finished with these spring colors and these summer colors. You know. So those of you who just, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Who just tuned in, I'm using fabric mesh, which I love. And we're using 4 ribbons, 2 2.5 and 2 1.5. And what happened to my cup? Just had it in my hand. Oh, here it is. And what was I saying? I forgot again. Oh, the ribbons. I'm using the ribbons, so 4 ribbons. The sign, and then I made a, I don't know. I made a bow. I made a big bow. I usually don't make big bows, but I did for this one. Hey, summer, happy time, you know. So I made a bow. So we are gonna use a sign, and we are gonna put a bow in this one. So I have a couple of flip-flops also that I might add as an embellishment on it. We'll just see towards the end if I have any room for them and where I can place them. If not, I can always save it for another wreath. If that isn't, that's okay. You guys can see me there? Yeah, okay. I want you to see what I'm doing. So this time, I really prepped myself. I already had the colors and I had everything sorted out what I was going to use. I just needed to cut the ribbons and the mesh. Because I feel like when you watch, I watch a lot of YouTube. And when I want to watch it getting done. I don't want to watch people trying to watch them cutting too much but that's some people like that. You want to see everything from the beginning, which is the right way. That's why I try to have some already done and some I do it so you can see how I'm doing it, okay? So I know that, again, I cut these at 35 inches long, okay? And I just rolled that 4 times. I clipped it. I'm gonna turn it over, okay? And I'm gonna roll it again 4 times on this side. And then I'm gonna hold it with my thumb in the middle and I'm gonna start scrunching it up, pulling it towards me. Now, you can also leave the rock in the middle there if sometimes you have, and sometimes I also have problems and it starts to go on one side, so then I just push it over with my little pinky. Hopefully it's a good pinky that I have, and I move it over. I move it over and get it straight that way, okay? See how pretty that is? Huh? I feel like you're getting the best of both worlds when you do this method, because you're getting a little roll, you're getting a little curl, it's so cute. Yeah, I said thank you everyone for sharing. Yeah. So we want to do happy colors. We want to do happy things because we see enough sad things going around. So I was like, I want to do a nice colorful wreath today. I'm going to use a nice sign, flip-flops, You see the sign, it says shows the sand and everything. And that's what you want. You want to have cheerful colors, and you want to cheer people up and cheer yourself up. And see how pretty that is? Oh, it's coming out really pretty. Okay, so this is my last one that I'm going to show you because, like I said, half of them is cut and the other half is not. Okay? And hi, thank you for coming. Thank you, Anne. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had posted the link to come into YouTube. And thank you for sharing. I appreciate it very much. I really, really do. So, okay, this is 35 inches. This is a fabric mesh that I used. Okay, I cut it at 35 inches. We're doing the woodland ruffle. We're gonna roll it 4 times. Here's my rock. I'm gonna roll it 4 times. I chose 35 inches for this wreath because I wanted to have more of a ruffled effect here on this one. So when you cut it that length, you're gonna have a more ruffle than a roll, and that's what I was looking for on this wreath. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you just, I like to scrunch it up here in the middle and then move it with my fingers. Okay, and if it starts to fold up like that, that's doing now, I take my fingers and I open it up because I want to keep that ruffle here. I mean, that's the way I've done it and it works for me. You know? Other wreath makers might have a different way of doing it, but so far it works. So here we go. Okay, make sure, like I said, those ruffles are even. I mean, the rolls are even, which I always check. And if not, when you place them, you check again. And, oh, I almost lost my ribbons here. I'm making a mess here. And I'm going to show you, when I finish this one up, the sign. For those of you that tuned in late, I want to show you the beautiful sign that I brought from Lori, that hardworking mom. And I had the ribbon here already. So when she made that sign, I says, I have to get it because I had the perfect ribbon for it. So this is what we're going for, okay? I'm going for a more of a ruffle design here. So this is the sign, okay? And I'm going to show you my ribbons again for those of you who came in late. I had them together. Okay. So I'm going to use this green and these stripes together, okay? And then I'm going to use this hot pink color with flip-flop ribbon. Isn't that cute? See that? And this one, okay? Those are the combinations. That's what I'm using. All right? Those are all already cut. Okay? You do, right? I thought it did. I love the colors also. Okay, so now I have the ruffle. The ruffles are already pre-made, so now we can just take it out and just place them, just for the sake of trying to speed it up a little bit. Okay. Go. I like to move my ruffles with my arm on the side so I don't wash them. Okay. You guys can see what I'm doing. And then I place it down. Okay. So how's everyone doing? I was saying before that it's raining here in Florida. It has been raining for the past 4 nights. No storms, no lightning or thunder, just rain. So you can imagine how the grass is growing over here. So we're going to end it with one more, and the last one I'm going to put is the lime ruffle. And we'll finish the bottom one already, okay? Thank you for the guys. Thank you for being here, everybody that's watching. If you're watching, say hi. You can tell us where you're from. I appreciate all you guys sharing and spreading the love for all of us. You gotta do that. You gotta share and we have to spread the love. We'll have to help each other out. So here you go. Look how pretty that is, huh? Am I gonna love this with the sign And I'm gonna take a picture when the wreath is done and send it email and send it over to Lori from Hardworking Mom so she can see it. I know she's seen beautiful wreaths already. That's her time, so I want her to see it. I can't remember. She sells this, I don't know if she still has it, but she sells this as a kit also in her shop. And the kit is the wreath form, and she has the mesh. I mean, they're not, I don't think are these colors. I don't remember what mesh she used for her kit. I really don't, because this was a while ago. But she sells the ribbon and she sells the mesh and she sells the sign and all in one. So if anybody's looking for something like that, so you don't have to go around looking for ribbon or matching anything, she does sell that sign as a kit for you already. And she does include everything in it. All you have to do is make the wreath, okay? I chose to just get the sign because I already had ribbons that I wanted to match it with, and I had the mesh. I had an idea what kind of mesh I wanted to use with the sign, so that's why I just bought her sign. And I'm gonna go here for the green. So now I'm using my inside pipe cleaners, okay? And this is, so I open them up so I can have them ready. So when I come with my ruffle to place it, they're already opened, okay? Back a little bit. No, that's the screen. So now I'm going to use, so I'm alternating also on the top, okay? I used the yellow, now I'm going for the green. I'm going for the green. These I already have them cut, okay? So we're placing them. I open the pipe cleaners and sometimes I still lose them. And then I can't find them. But I know they're there. Okay, so I give it a good twist, like 2 times. I twist them like twice because I want to be able to have enough the pipe cleaner so I can put my ribbon in there, okay? I feel like I want to do this one again because I feel like I squashed it a little bit. That's okay. That happens. I mean, nobody's going to notice that, but I mean, it bothers me. I feel like I don't have the right ruffle that I want. It's already folded over. Sometimes when you use these clips, I got to get larger clips because when I use mesh like this is a thick mesh, and I did cut it 35 inches, so it's going to be even thicker. So when you try to clip it with smaller, these are just chip, what are they? Chip back clips, and chips, yeah. I need to get bigger ones because when you use a thick mesh and you can't clip it all the way on, so then it tends to fall off and then get loose, and you have to then redo them again. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I've used every chip clip that I had in my pantry already. All my chips don't have clips. I have to get some for just when I make the wreaths. So here I go, and what I do sometimes is I try to place my mesh accordingly. Like if I have a gap anywhere, I'll just interlock it with the bottom one like that. You can see 2 colors in one, you know? But you want to make sure you still have your curls and your ruffle. See that? Like that. So next color is green again. See here, I have to fix it again. You guys see what I'm doing here? No, I was gonna add, I have some flip-flops there that I brought. And I might add those, but I'm just gonna wait I'm gonna wait for when I put on the bow and see if I have any room for anything else. You know? Let me just move the screen back a little bit. So here, we're almost done with this base. Almost done with the base. I was gonna try to do and put the ribbon together with the mesh. And like that, you can save a step. But I feel like this mesh is so thick because it's 35 inches long and it's a thick mesh. I won't have enough, my hands won't hold that and they're gonna just fall apart and it's gonna make me sad. So I was like, you know what, let me just put this first and then I will put the ribbon on. Because you can do that, but I feel like I might not be able to hold it and they'll fall apart that way. But I'm gonna try that one time. I'm gonna try making the ruffle or the rose, whatever we're gonna use, and then putting in the ribbons at the same time. A lot of people are doing that and it saves time, you know? And it comes out the same way as you can put that. It comes out the same way because you can always fix, okay? You can always fix your ruffles and your ribbons at the end and curl them up. Maybe having in the bottom, it looks a little bit uneven. I will fix that. I said, and I'll go over the wreath, okay? So I have one more. See, these were hard to clip it because it's a small clothespin. That's tiny. Okay, I have one more over here in between this one. I'm gonna place it there and get my tie over here. Give it a good twist. And I'm gonna ruffle up, okay? There we go. How's that look? Full?
Great.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now we put in the ribbons. These ribbons are all cut at 12 inches long. Okay. I'm going to, I like to match everything. I'm going to use the green with the stripe. Okay. You can use, okay. I'm going to use that in the yellow. Okay. And then the flip-flop ribbon with the hot pink, I'm going to use that on the green. Okay? Okay. I'm sorry, am I making you guys dizzy by doing that? Huh? Camera's moving too much? I know, Kathy, I love the colors also. I love all these colors, they're so colorful. Okay, so let me fix the mess I have here. I'm going to put my 1.5 over here. This one is, there's a thing coming out here. And the green here. I take my green and my stripes, I put it in. I mentioned I cut them at 12 inches. Put 2.5, and then on top of this 1.5, fold it over. And then I ruffle them up, okay? And I curl them with my thumb, my fingers and my thumb. Give them that nice curl, okay? So I mentioned I was gonna put the green one with the yellow. I don't know if I'm gonna curl the pipe cleaners or cut them off. I'm probably just gonna cut them off this time around. Sometimes I curl them, sometimes I just leave them. And I just leave them and cut them off. So we're gonna do, I usually crisscross my ribbons. Today, I'm going to not crisscross them. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2.5 on the bottom and then the 1.5 on the top. And that's how I'm gonna use it, okay? So I'm gonna place my pink one over here. So I did mention that I think I finished doing, I'm not going to do any more patriotic wreaths this year. I think we're all done and we have to step away. So now I have to pack away all my ribbons and all my mesh. Not really the mesh, because you can still use red and white and blue all year, So I don't think I'm going to put away my mesh. But the ribbons I do, and all the signs, I do that. So I place them in a bin, and then I label it, patriotic, and I put everything in there. So I'll start doing that probably this weekend. Start putting things away. So this is our flip block ribbon, okay? So when I say this, I can't see anything without my glasses. I don't know what's with my cameraman today. He wants so much attention. Okay, so here you go. This is what we have. I do love the colors. I love the ribbons. And I love the mesh. That's why I don't usually use anything. I don't. A lot of wreath makers do, and they come out beautiful. Everybody has different techniques. And that's why I love the saying that says, there's no rules in wreath making. I love that. Because then you can just use your imagination and go for it, And that's what it's all about, really. Just using your imagination and creating what you want. So a lot of people use, 14 inches, but they cut it 13, 14 inches long of ribbon. But I don't like to cut it that long because I like to see my mesh. I mean, mesh it's expensive also. And when you coordinate your mesh, you start with your ribbon. So why would you want to hide it? You want to also be able to see it. But that's me. Like I said, everybody's different. And there's been times that I've used like a mesh that's just a plain solid color, just as a base, and I really want to concentrate on my ribbons and my sign and my embellishments, especially for the holidays and I like to use a lot of different embellishments on my wreaths. So then I'll use a longer I'll cut my ribbons longer than 12. There's been times that I can't say that I've never had, but primarily I like to just use 12 because I like to see, I want to see my mesh also, But that's me, everybody's different, like I said. Okay, so I like to give it that curl first. We don't have to do that. It's just something that I like to do because we like to play with our ribbons. What can I tell you? That's the best part of making wreaths, when you can play with your ribbons. Huh?
It looks professional.
Yeah, I love to play with ribbon. Then I made a bow today. It took me forever because I was just playing with it. I was like, okay, I'll just leave it. I don't need to curl it anymore. I'll do it when I place it on my wreath. See, sometimes if you don't tie, your cable tie is too tight, they'll come out. They'll loosen up on you. Okay, so we're placing this one here. Thank you again for you guys for being here and watching. Okay. So you saw what I just did. I pull on my ribbon. And some people, I like to pull on it. And you should be able to pull on it. It should be in there nice and tight, and you should be able to form it the way you want it to form. So you curl it up with your thumb, and then you give it a good twist, a pull, and then you form it. See what I mean about being able to play with my ribbon all like that? There you go. Well, that looks so pretty, all those colors. Okay. Okay. So I'm using again the green with stripes, and I'm putting that one on the yellow mesh. I'm going to ruffle it up. Okay. Yellow mesh. My pipe cleaners. Place it in there. And twist. I also like the crisscross method on the ribbons. I like to do that, but I did it in my last live. I like to change things around sometimes, especially when you're gonna put your wreaths in your shop. You don't want to have the same form on all of them. You want to see different kind of ribbons. I also did a wreath a couple of days ago, and I did not put a bow on it because there are people that don't like bows. I have a customer. I made a wreath for her, custom made last year. And she saw the wreath on the Etsy shop and she loved it. But she said she sent me a message. She said, "Can you make that wreath? But can you remove that bow because I like to have the openness in the middle." I guess because she had like a peephole in the door, so she needed to have. She didn't want the whole wreath or enclosed like that. She wanted to have a gap there, which is something that sometimes we don't think about, you know. And I'm like, "Oh, sure, that's not a problem." So I did. I made her one the same exact way. I didn't put the bow, and I left that, the openness in the middle. I don't remember what method I used. I used just the ruffle method, but I made it. So see what happened? I'm talking and I'm using the wrong one. This is not the one that belongs in there, and that's what happens. So I'm also going to make a couple like that where you can have that openness in the middle, because you can also do that with the mesh. I've done it. You don't have to have it. It doesn't have to be that wide. So this can be opened a little bit more. So coming right along. I'll put this one in here. Give it a good twist. Yeah, this mesh is different. This mesh it's a fabric mesh. I mean, I use all types of mesh, don't get me wrong, But this one is like, I don't know, it's such a good mesh to work with, Okay, there you go. She was talking before and I put the wrong one on the wrong side. So what I have to figure out is where am I going to put the sign? Like I've told you guys before, I think that's the hardest part of making a wreath. Is putting up that darn sign, figuring it out where you want to put it, and making sure that you put it on the right way, because once you put it in, then you realize it's a little slanted and you want it's too high or it's too low. Oh, that kills me. I don't know how many times this happened to me. But see here? I'm trying to make sure that you can still see my rolls. You can still see my ribbon, and you can still see the curls here. Isn't that fabulous? Look at that. And this ribbon, I think this is a polyester one. It's so good to work with because you can fold it over and place it how you want it. No, just the top. Mm-hmm. Yes, Adrian. I did make a bow for this wreath, but I'm not going to show you guys yet. I'm just going to tell you, oh, look at this. This is like the wires coming off of this ribbon. That happens. So you got to just pull it out and try to place it back in there, because I don't think I have any more of this ribbon left. Oh, wait a minute. I got caught here. Oh, jeez. Okay. Look at that. See that? See the wire? I mean, it's a really pretty ribbon, but it's like that satiny type of ribbon. So I had this one since last year, and I did make it. I think I made a wreath last year with this ribbon. That's why I didn't have the whole. I am trying to insert the wire back into my ribbon, okay, because a lot of it came out. So that's what I'm going to do, because I don't have any more. This one was okay. So that happens. After I place it, I'll cut the wire out because it hurts someone, but I just want to form it first. This is like a satin, like I said, it's like a satin type of ribbon. It's not a polyester one. And that wire is still sticking out. I will cut it once I place it, okay? I'm not gonna leave that like that. So I'm gonna place it here. This is the last one I have on the bottom. And since I'm gonna put a sign in the ribbon, I think I'm gonna hold this one off. And this one is the one that needed surgery. It's a little sick. So I'm gonna put it, has an injury. See that? So I'm gonna put it on the top because maybe the bowl will cover it up. Okay? So we'll put a new one on the bottom. Because those are the ones that show, you know?
You want me to try and put it back
And that
in
one
there?
has a little injury. I don't know why. Huh?
You want me to try and put it back in there?
You could. You could if you can. Okay. So again, the sign that I'm using today is a sign that I brought from Lori Jacobs, and she's at Hardworking Mom. She sells that sign. She also sold, I don't know if she still does, because this was a while back. She also sells that sign in a kit. The kit is, she'll sell it with the matching mash. She'll sell it with matching ribbon. She'll sell you the reform with it, you know? So it's a whole kit, and it's all ready for you to just, you know, make your wreath. I don't know if she has the flip-flop ones. She has other ones available in her shop. She has signs, and she also has the signs available, like I said, with a kit. So I didn't buy the kit because I already had the ribbon that I wanted to use on this wreath. And I had meshed in colors that I knew would match. That's why I bought the sign. Just bought the sign. So we're done with the bottom, okay? Okay, pretty. Yes, I like that green. Okay, just the screen. Yes, no. Okay, so now we're gonna do the top, okay? We'll start with this one. I need to take a sip of water in a minute. So how's it coming along? You guys like the ribbon? I like the ribbon. It looks really pretty. Yeah. So here we go. I'm scrunching it up. You'll see. I curl it up with my thumb. I'm going to place it. I'm going to place this one and coordinate it with the stripe one. You see? Instead of, I don't want to put the same one on the top. I want to put the different one on the top. Well, at least I try to do it that way. I'm trying to get better at getting my wreaths already. Like, I'll think of what sign I'm going to use, and I look for my ribbon. I'm trying to like put it all in a little basket and have it already done. I'm going to do that, and just take a day and just try to make 2 kits and put it in a basket like that. When I'm going to do a live or I'm going to make a wreath, I don't have to think about or look for anything. It's all already in that basket. It's all ready for me to make. So I'm trying to pull this out a little bit because I like it to stick out a little more on my ribbon. Okay, and here you go. Here you go. That's the bottom and the top. Okay. I'm going to have excuse me a second so I can have some water. Drink some water. Now I'm going to use the green. There's only 6, did I mention that already? There's only 6 ties on the top.
That's the best I can do.
Okay, thank you. It's okay. I'm going to place it on the top. There's only 6 ties on the top, and I have 8 on the bottom. So I have a total of 14 pipe cleaners on this wreath. I mentioned before, most people use 18. Some people can use 12 and they want to make a smaller wreath. It all depends on what you're looking for. What is it that you want to make? Or I usually sometimes go by the sign if I have a big sign or it's a heavy sign, and I'll use the 18. Okay, twist it there, pull on my ribbons, and stick it out. Once I place them all in and I put my bows, and then I'll work on my ribbons because I can stay here pulling ribbons out all day. I need the scissors for that. Okay. Okay, so we have flip-flop ribbon and placing it over here. Like I said before, this ribbon is it's a satin type ribbon, the flip-flop one, so it's a little hard to work with and form it, but still manage. You can still make it go the way you want it to go. Like this. So I'm going to show you these little cute flip-flops that I have. I don't know if I'm going to put them on. I think I used it one time on another wreath. I'm sure I sold already. So we're forming our ribbons, we're pulling it out, we're curling them up right? Not just flatten this one. Okay. Here we go. We have 2 more, I think, and then we're done. And we can place our sign. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to go on ahead afterwards, after the live, and just clip off the pipe cleaners on this one. I mentioned before that sometimes I keep them on, I curl them around. It all depends what type of wreath I'm making. Or the look that I'm really going for. There you go. See how I try to change one color and make it incarnate, but this one happens to be the same color. Isn't that something? And this one too. Okay. So we're almost done. I really, really like this ribbon. I used the last of it that I had a small portion left, and I used it on my bow. And then I jot down a little note and said it was one of my favorites. So I can remember to order it again. Okay, I'm gonna come right here. And this is where the tie's gonna go. Excuse me. Okay, I can find my pipe cleaner. I'm gonna pull on my ribbon, form it, right? I'm probably gonna use the stand on this one when I place my ribbon. I'm not gonna use glue today. I don't think I am.
You gonna use the glue gun?
Not the sign.
No.
I'm gonna plug it in.
I'm not using the glue gun today. Okay, cut that one off. Okay, so we're finished with our ribbons and we're finished with our mash. Now it's the fun part. Okay. Now it's time to have fun. Okay. I'm not gonna play around with my bows, with my ribbon here a lot, because I'm gonna place the sign, and then after I place the sign in the bow, and then I'll just come back and see what I want to do with it. Okay. So that's done. Thank you, Adrienne. There you go. Okay. There's more. Okay. There you go. Okay. Now we're gonna place our sign. Okay. Now I'm gonna use today. You've seen my other lives. You know that I am not a fan of floral wire because it's hard for me to twist. But I am gonna use it. I don't want to put any pipe cleaners on the sign, so I'm gonna make 4 holes here. Let me just see where I'm gonna place it first.
You make the holes in already?
I'm going to see where I'm going to place my sign first. Let's see. So I'm going to do 4 of them, okay? This is her sign. And I'm going to make the hole. Then I take out the little punch holder that I have. Anybody? I'm looking for my punch holder. I had it on my desk. It's like green or something like that. You see it? It's not even green, it's orange. Jeez. Okay. I would have never found that I was looking for green. So I'm going to take this little punch holder. They sell this in any craft store, Walgreens, Michael's, Joanne, Walmart. It's okay. I have time. And they use it usually for jewelry. That's where I got it. I got it in the jewelry department, okay? So let me poke 4 holes here. I'm going to put one in every corner. And I'm not going to go too close to the edge. Okay? One over here. See my hands. I have problems with my hand. I'm eventually gonna need surgery on my hand. Because I get numb. That's the reason why I use staples and cleaners. And it can't be the whole bunch of it because I hardly ever use it. So, okay, got it. Okay, so there's 4 holes. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so small anyway, you guys see that. Okay, so I'm gonna cut. I don't know. I tell you, I don't usually use this, but since I'm gonna probably cut like 12 inches, or I'll make it 15. I'd rather have more than not have enough. My wire cutters, here they are. Okay. So I'm gonna cut my wire, okay? And I need 4 of them, okay? I usually put one of my business cards, I always do, but I can do that later, on the sign, the back of the sign. I always do that. I can always do that later. So I'm cutting 4 wires here for my sign. Here we go. I take my wire and put it through. Okay, I can see the hole.
Put your glasses.
Wait a minute, it's here. There you go. Okay. And then I'm gonna give it a good twist. I'm gonna try to give it a good twist. See? This wires are hard for me to use. And I'm gonna twist the sign just to make sure that I'm twisting, okay? And this one is a good one because you can't really see it at all. All right, so we give it a good twist. We have one there. We have one in here. Okay. I'm twisting, okay? So once we put on the sign, I'll put on my bow. So I'm putting the wire, this is a floral wire, okay? And this you can also buy it in any craft store. And this is a 26 gauge, okay? And that's what I'm using on the sign. I poked 4 holes on this metal sign. And I cut my wire, I think about 15 inches. I don't even have to cut it that much, but I did cut it just to make sure I had enough. Okay, and then I'm twisting the sign because it's hard for me to hold the wire with my fingers, okay? And then I'm gonna use my friend over here. It's not gonna happen without him. Right here. And these are called, let me see if I have a pack here. Weaving needles, okay? I got these at Amazon. And then you can use this with the wire, you can use this with a pipe cleaner. So I'm gonna insert that on my weaving needle, fold it over, okay? And then I'm gonna put it in my wreath. I wanna see where I wanna place it first. I wanna make sure I know what's gonna be the front, what's gonna be the back. How do you decide that? You look at your you look at your wreath, and you see which side you like best before you place it. So I want to have the flip-flop ribbon in the front, which is this one here, okay? So I'm liking this section over here. So I'm going to place my ribbon on my side. I think I'm going to place it sideways. I'm going to place it over here, my side, and then I'm going to put my bow over here, okay? So I'm going here, right in between the mesh, okay? Let me put it over. Okay, there you go. Okay. I'm not gonna twist that until I make sure that that's where I want it, okay? So I'm putting it on the side because I wanna put my bow over here, okay? I'm gonna take the other one. I don't need that much wire here. I'm just gonna cut that off. Get it with my needle. You can see. Okay, so I want that right there. So I'm gonna place that somewhere in here. Okay. Got that in there. I'm gonna take the roll away. There we go. Okay. See, I already poked myself with the wire. Oh, I took it out. I can't take it out. I need it to put it over this way. Okay. So now I'm gonna twist that wire so my sign won't move, and I don't want to squash it, so I'm not gonna put too much pressure on it, okay? Just trying to get my roll out here, and I have to pull on the ribbon, okay? There you go. Okay, so now I'm gonna twist it here. All right? And you have this one over here, which I have to take out because obviously it's not in the right spot. Let me pull my ribbon out the way. Pull it down over here. I told you this was the hardest part of making a wreath. It's placing your signs. I mean, for me it is. For me, it definitely is. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna pull it over here. Okay, there we go. All right. I will fix these ribbons later. Just want to place my sign now. There we go. And I don't know, but how many of you guys poke yourself with this floral wire? Unbelievable. Huh?
Mm-hmm. All the time.
Uh-huh. Sure. Okay. So we're almost done. Here we go. I'm gonna put my sign here. See how it looks like that. I think it looks pretty. I think I'm gonna have enough room for my bowl right here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want me to hold it?
No, this is going to a not. I told you guys that using this wire is my favorite thing to do. Okay, I got it out. All right, there you go. So I'm gonna give it a good twist over here. Give it a good twist. Try to fold it in here. Okay, make sure it's folded in good so no one will poke himself with it like I am. These ribbons I'm gonna fix once I have everything in place. It's not gonna stay that way. Okay. So I have one more section, and I'm gonna see that side is too tight, so I'm gonna have to loosen it up. I'm gonna put this in here. My top is too tight. I'm gonna loosen it up, which means I have to take it off and put it again.
No.
Okay, I'm trying to find my wire here. There we go. Ribbons there. Okay. You don't want to put it too tight because you don't want to squash in your ribbon and everything all over the place. Okay.
Looks very pretty.
Thank you. Okay. Now I'm gonna. I don't want to have it so tight there. See, you gotta put the light over here a little bit because it's dark. So I'm gonna loosen this up. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just loosen it up a little bit, just a tiny bit. Okay. That's better. I like that better. Right? So you only give it like one twist because I want to make sure that I like the way it is first before. There it is. Okay, that's much better. Now, of course, I'm going to fix the ribbon later on. So now, see how pretty that looks? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll fix the ribbons once I'm done. Okay. Make sure you have them all out. There we go. I'll fix this one later. Okay. So now I have a bow. Okay. The bow, I can place it on the bottom. I can place it on the side. So can you see the bow? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it pretty?
Very pretty.
Thank you. All right, let's see where I'm going to place my bow. Push the camera up a little more. No.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to put the bow right here. So if you give me the stand, I'm going to put it on the stand. On that stand.
Which one? You want?
Everybody can see it. So that's the sign there. Let's put that up a little bit more. Let's put this here. Okay. I have to move the whole table back. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm getting you guys dizzy, but I wanted everybody to see.
Opinion, the same.
Okay. So I'm going to place my ribbon over here. Let me just look at it first and then I'll show you guys. I want to see. Make sure I'm putting it the right way. Again, I'm gonna use the the pipe cleaners here. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna use my weaving needle here also for my bow. Okay. Yep. So let me see where I'm gonna place it. I'm looking first. I want to make sure that I don't cover the sign. Okay. And I will show you. Okay. There it is. There it goes. Yeah, I'll put that right through there. Okay. How does that look? A second. I will straighten out my ribbon tails here. My bow here.
Santoon.
Huh?
Someone said pretty bold.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is it good there? Am I covering up the sign?
Covering a little bit.
Yeah. I'm placing my bow here.
Cover
Okay.
the side.
I am.
Yeah, because the last thing you have to move the boat on the
Just a
side.
little. Okay, I'm gonna move my sign over. Okay, my wreath over. My bow. There you go. Once I tighten it up, once I place it here, then I'll just play around with it. Okay. Now I can turn it around so you guys can see it. Let me just fix the bow first. Okay. Because we're almost done, guys. And I'm just gonna play with my tails. I wanna make sure that you can see the sign. Okay. How was that? There you go. Is that falling like that? Okay. This is what we have. I will finish placing my bow and tighten it up more. And I want to make sure I'm not covering my sign. Warm. And again. Okay, let me take it off the stand. Let me just show you guys over here. Okay. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is it. Like it?
Very
I will
good.
place my ribbons. I will fix my ribbons and then cut my tails here on my bow. I'll curl them up a little bit if I want to. You know? Might just do that to this and just curl it up. Make sure it's not covering my sign. And there you go. Okay? Okay, everyone. Thank you so much again for coming. Again, this is Angie. I'm Angie, the owner and creator of Content Wreath Creation. I appreciate all of you guys who are here, all of you guys that shared. And I'll see you next Friday. Okay? Thank you. Bye.